You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We are now live on Ustream, streaming to you from
the third floor at the Plaza. Well-rounded BBW.
Well-rounded, the first annual Well-rounded BBW.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good success. We just talked to Steve, and this is going to be something keep on going, baby. So we are sitting here with Hank.
Wait, so we're streaming?
We're
so
streaming live.
Yes, they can see you.
Go to sincitybounty.com, click on the Ustream button, and they can see you right now.
They don't even have to click on the button. We've got it embedded on our homepage.
There we go.
I have a face for radio. I don't know about doing this,
So do we,
video
which
thing.
is why we do it.
Speak for yourself, bitch.
Eat my cunt whore.
Okay.
I heard your wedding. So we have sitting with us the famed Hank from the famed Goatee Mafia.
Is it famed or infamous?
Both.
Okay.
It depends on the circle you're running in.
Exactly.
Pretend that it's your favorite nipple.
My favorite nipple?
Yes. Exactly.
That's what we do when we say it's our favorite cock.
Yeah.
Well,
For
I'm
some
probably
of
more
it-
tongue, though.
Okay, that works.
Ooh,
we disinfect them
that
once.
really works.
We disinfect them once every other year, so you're good.
Okay, there you go. I've had my shots.
Good.
Oh, that's funny.
So, we have questions for you.
Okay.
Alexia remembers them all.
The Goatee Mafia is famous for coming to bashes here in Vegas for several years now.
Yes.
Well, this is the first for Well-Rounded. What do you think so far?
I think it's great. We've been having a great time, and we have 4 of us here, right? Yeah, 4 of us here.
There are
So-
only 4 of you here.
Here. Yeah, we're missing one. There's 5 Dons, and then there's a number of.
We need to learn the history of the Goatee Mafia
Yeah,
right
tell
here
us a
and
little
now.
bit.
There's some secrets I can't talk about. 'cause,
I
you know.
That's fine.
understand that.
Speak not of those that we call Cali Guy.
Actually, it goes back a ways. I'm the youngest of the Dons. 4 of the other gentlemen at a bash. Basically, it came up with the Goatee Mafia. The whole idea is, our tagline is, treat your BBW right or we will.
Nice.
So,
I like that idea.
and really the idea is just, treating the ladies properly. And so that's how it's kind of come about. And since then, we've done some things to try and bring some awareness on how to treat your BBW right.
One of the things that I've heard that you guys do is you usually do a seminar at Bash proper.
Yes.
And it's men only.
Yes.
And how many women do you have coming up to you going, you have to let us in?
No, what they want is just a recording. Because they know that.
I just wanna sit behind
I
the
will trade a
curtains.
blowjob for an entrance.
I've tried
Okay.
that. It doesn't work.
Yeah, come on.
I can't break that. We also started a Facebook page for the Man Hour. So
Nice.
that way we can keep it going year-round and ask questions. It gets quiet and then gets busy, closer to Bash. And afterwards we, throw things out there. But it's kind of nice to have a place where men can, talk to each other about some of the challenges that we face.
And what are some of those? Can you give us a few?
Well, a lot of the challenges that BBW has in self-confidence and, some of the issues that they have with...
Like going to a restaurant where our hips fit in the chairs?
Yeah, things like that. And how do you handle it as the man on, what you can do to try and make that a little bit easier in dating. So there's been a lot of great stuff.
Fabulous,
So-
Hank. I love you already.
Absolutely, we love you. Now, most of our listeners are surprisingly men. We're not entirely certain why there's so many men who listen to us.
It's because of the gratuitous
we
bra shot.
Talk
Right.
about sex and we show cleavage.
But
That
so,
works for me.
do you have like a big tip that you would give guys as far as guys who date BBWs? Is there like a number one rule that all guys should follow?
I think, first off, treating them like a lady. It's probably one of the things that we, see most where men don't treat their women right. So that would be probably the biggest thing. And then, making sure that you accept them for who they are and not try to change them or, whether it's...
Bigger or smaller?
Exactly. Either way, not to try and,
Do you
use that.
encourage men who are in the closet to come out of the closet, so
By
to
all
speak?
means.
So to speak,
By all means, that's why, I sport I love fat chicks. Interesting because you get different reactions. Some people kind of get it when they see that I'm with a big girl on my arm, my wife, who's somewhere around
Who's
here.
absolutely stunningly
I
gorgeous.
love
She
her.
is- she's
I
very
love
hot
her so
tonight.
much.
She's gorgeous.
But then I also get reactions like people who think I'm trying to put fat women down somehow with that shirt. So get different reactions. But yes, definitely coming out of the closet. And, we have actually at a few of our man hours where we've had some men who struggle with the acceptance of their friends and family.
A
And how
lot
they
of
deal with
that going on,
Yeah.
Hank. A lot
So,
of that. That's sad to me.
So, I mean, how they handle that and, coming to terms with it and being able to realize that your friends are going to be your friends. And if, they have a problem with who you love, then they're not really your friends.
So, do you get a lot of people who try to convert you from the chubby side to the light side?
Well, my thing is I love all women. Because once you've seen one boob, you want to see them all.
Right.
So,
Good line.
I don't think that anyone could really convert me. I, know that really where my love of BBWs comes from is, one of my first crushes, which was a friend of my sister's when she was in high school. So, I can track it right back to where
You know her name,
exactly
where she grew up.
Exactly. So, I'm not going to be converted because I love all women, but it's good.
Well, I think you guys provide a great service for the community, and for those
For
who
men
are
especially.
looking into
I
the community.
think the Goatee Mafia should go national.
Well,
I think there
with
should
the
be a
Facebook
chapter
page.
in
You guys
every
are,
city.
You guys are spread across the country as it is, aren't you?
Yeah, we're actually international. We have some of our
Lesser Dons.
signatories,
Signatories.
that are in Canada and then all over the country. I mean, well, pretty much West Coast because it's.
So how does, if a gentleman is of the same mind and has the same feeling that you guys do about BBWs or women in general,
Yeah.
How do they become a member of the Goatee Mafia?
You kind of have to be nominated by members of the Mafia.
Now, if
Okay.
somebody
So it's
wanted
about
to
who you
start
know.
a mafia in their own area, can they contact you, Hank?
They could. We hadn't really thought about that.
Well, it's time. This is a good idea.
Do you have the address for the Facebook page for the Man Hour where they could maybe contact you guys?
I don't have that handy. I'm sorry.
Now I know that you guys have a website. Goatee Mafia has a website. Is that updated or upkept?
It's kind of an old page. We haven't done a whole lot with it. I mean, we have, of course, our regular 9 to 5s, and Kevin's our technical guru, and he's
Have
been,
them just put a link for the Facebook on it.
yeah.
That'd be a great
Yeah,
idea.
we can do that. But we can definitely look at it. It's not something that we've really talked about. And,
I'll get with you later.
okay.
Well, that's wonderful. I think what you guys do is great. It's really, really awesome.
It's an amazing part of the community. I know how many. I've been at the last 2 bashes. We're not entirely certain what's happening with this year's bash just yet. But every guy who goes to that, I hear about it later. Not about what happens,
Right.
because there's like this huge Fight Club man code that goes on with that thing. But you hear about guys going, dude, were you there? I was totally there. I loved question from blah, blah, blah. And then it's guys talk about it all the time.
And you know what? I've been going to the bash 14 years, and I just now learned what the Mafia was about. I always knew there was a Goatee Mafia, and you guys always look so fucking hot. I can't stand it.
Thank you.
Don't they,
So
though?
it's good to know this is a word that needs to get out, and what you guys are doing and the purpose behind it. I think it's
Well,
great.
we love the community, and we try and do what we can. We try and make sure that the girls are safe. I mean, we'll walk people back from dances if they need to, those kinds of things. So we do what we can because we love our BBWs.
Because they are the last vestiges of chivalry.
Yes.
Teach it, everybody, please.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. I
No,
know
thank you.
we've been trying very hard to get someone from the Mafia on, and I'm not playing favorites, but you're my new one. So
You're my new one as well.
I've always loved Hank, so
Well,
you guys just came to the plate. That's all.
Other than me
I have
and
a
Hans,
crush on
everybody's
his
shy.
wife. I have a crush on his wife.
Who
so-
wouldn't have a crush on her?
Right?
I should make her
Glorious.
get on here too.
You should.
Let's make her get on here.
Give her another drink. She'll come on.
I don't know if she can sit in that.
Oh,
I
in
think
her
she's got on,
corset, it's
yeah.
beautiful. God. No one told us it was corset night. We need Sin City Bounty corsets.
Like 75% of the women have rolled in here in corsets, and I feel underdressed.
Well, with gratuitous boobs, you needed to have corsets.
Right?
What better way to
sure.
display them?
Well, I can just
true.
take my shirt off. I mean, that works too. So, thank you for coming on,
Thank
Hank.
you.
Thanks,
We'd love to
Hank.
have you
Yep.
back sometime.
Okay,
All
you
right.
got it.
You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, not on Vegas All Night Radio tonight. We're live from Ustream at the Plaza. We'll be back in a few minutes with another.